The Bleacher Report said that I wasn't good enough to type and write up a little column for them. The newspapers said that I wasn't good enough and didn't have what it took to write up a little column for them. Well, you know what? Sean's View Entertainment is going to bring my columns right to YouTube.com, because you know what? I won't be able to be silenced, and the door won't be shut in my face, and I won't be told that I'm not good enough and I don't have what it takes, because I put all my thoughts, I put all my ideas, and maybe I'm not the best columnist, but you know what I say makes sense, and you might not agree with what I have to say, but it's all about in an opinion. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, and I don't expect everyone to see it my way, but if I'm going to keep getting all these responses of, oh, you can't do this, you're not cut for this, oh, we found someone better. Well, I'm going to bring this right to YouTube.com, because I feel that my thoughts, I feel that my view needs to be heard. It needs to be addressed, and I want a response. So I know my subscribers are going to stick with me. Like I said, I don't expect you to agree with everything I say, but when I get the Bleacher Report, when I get the magazines, when I get the newspapers telling me that, oh, well, Sean, you know what? You're just not good enough. You just don't stack up to what we want. Well, Sean's View Entertainment is going to bring his wrestling columns straight to YouTube.com. You want pro wrestling talk, you want pro wrestling content, you want it updated, you want it consistent, you want it prolific. Oh, I'm not going to go away from rumors and news and headlines, but I'm going to start this off with a bang here. I'm going to bring my columns right to YouTube.com. We're going to call it the interactive column, a first of its kind right here on Sean's View Entertainment. You know, just showing you a different way of how I can produce content to the subscribers and the viewers, to show you that I actually do put thought, I do actually put time, I do put effort into my videos. What you see is what you get here on Sean's View Entertainment. So here, we're going to kick this thing off with a bang. The first ever interactive column is going to be talking about Daniel Bryan. Yes, 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 yes. And I typed this all myself. These are all my words, all my paragraphs, all my papers right here. This is all my typing right here. My fingers are killing me. All right, now let's talk facts for a moment, shall we? Is Daniel Bryan a great athlete? Yes. Is Daniel Bryan one of the best in-ring performers of this era? Yes. Daniel Bryan is very popular night in and night out. The fans go wild and they chant yes, yes, yes. Daniel Bryan, without a shadow of a doubt, has a huge following. Daniel Bryan is over, as they say in the biz. The WWE's problem with this is the following. Here's the problem where the WWE doesn't see it through the fans' eyes, okay? None of the facts that I have just stated about Daniel Bryan, none of that adds up into what the WWE is looking for, and that is money. That is revenue. Now, I hear people say, well, Daniel Bryan's merchandise is ugly. It sucks. There is not much of a selection. Okay, Bryan still does not bring in the ratings the WWE is looking for. WWE is not getting the pay-per-view buys that they're looking for out of Daniel Bryan. WWE are not going to get behind Daniel Bryan until you get behind Daniel Bryan. And I'm talking more than just chanting his name or chanting yes, yes, yes. Do you think Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been able to go on a major push and become a multi-time world champion just on his chants alone? No. Hell no. All right? Austin pushed ticket sales, merch sales, pay-per-view buy rates. Raw's ratings skyrocketed to all-time highs, okay? That's what you fans must now do for Daniel Bryan. You must, you say that Bryan's a draw. Well, why is it that when I go to a WWE event or I watch Raw at home, the arenas are not jam-packed? They are not jam-packed to the rafters. They are not sold out. You really want to support Daniel Bryan. You want to see him push to the main event. You want to see him become the WWE champion. Well, get more behind Daniel Bryan than just chanting his name. You see, why don't you do more than just yes, 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 or no, no, no? All right? And especially when you're chanting yes in Daniel Bryan's name at other superstars or during other matches. But that's your prerogative to chant whatever you want, because you can chant and you can sing the praises of Daniel Bryan all night long, but you're not the one buying the pay-per-views featuring Daniel Bryan. You're watching them for free. You're streaming them online. You're not supporting Daniel Bryan. Why don't you really help Daniel Bryan out by buying some of his merchandise? I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's something that you like on Daniel Bryan's WWE shop page that you can find. Whether it's a T-shirt, maybe it's a hat. If it's not a hat, maybe it's a poster. Find something, okay? Everything on that page just can't be absolutely horrible, all right? And all you indie and ROH fans tuning in, Why don't you tune into Raw? Why don't you support Daniel Bryan? You love Daniel Bryan. You want to get behind him. You want him to be world champion. Well, how about you support the cause, and how about you start practicing what you preach? Now, I'm not saying that this will be like this forever, okay? All I'm saying is look at all the greats. Look at Austin. Look at Bret Hart. Look at Shawn Michaels. The ratings, the pay-per-view buys, and the merch sales, it does not happen overnight, and I understand that, okay? Daniel Bryan is a work in progress. It takes time, and if the WWE fans are as much behind Daniel Bryan as we hear them and as we see them, then why aren't they giving Daniel Bryan the ratings and buying the pay-per-views? All these fans screaming and yelling their heads off for Daniel Bryan are the same fans who will watch a pay-per-view for free online or not buy Daniel Bryan's merchandise or even tune in to watch Raw during Daniel Bryan's segments. To me, it seems that the Yes Movement is strong, but not strong enough. You cannot, like I said, you can chant for Daniel Bryan from 1 hour to the next, but chants do not equal money at the end of the day. You want to keep hijacking Raws and live events by chanting for Daniel Bryan during other matches, fine, you can keep doing it. But once again, chants do not translate into dollars. WWE is a company, and like any other company, they have to make the profit. They have to make the cold, hard cash. And right now, is Daniel Bryan doing that? To a certain degree, but not to the extent that a John Cena or a CM Punk is at this point. Now, it's possible down the line that Daniel Bryan will be WWE champion. It's possible down the line that the WWE will give the ball to Daniel Bryan and he will be, a huge success. But until that these chants start, adding up into dollars and higher ratings, revenue, pay-per-view buys, until that happens, Daniel Bryan is not going to be given the WWE title. All right? That's just the bottom line. That's the cold hard facts. All you people that preach about Daniel Bryan, talk about Daniel Bryan, it's not showing in the pay-per-view buys. It's not showing in the Raw ratings. It's not showing in the merchandise. It's not showing all across the table. That's the problem. Fix it. Subscribe.